morning, everybody. Beautiful Sunday up here in New Hampshire. About 45 to 50 degrees out first thing this morning when I started the old Traeger up. So I really haven't cooked on it the past couple of weeks. Any lengthy cooks, nothing special. But this week, I thought about, last Monday, what I wanted to do, for a Sunday meal. And I plan my cooks all week. So last Monday I decided I was going to do a pork butt. Got 3 of them down in the freezer. What a better way to officially kick off barbecue season. The weather's warming, the longer cooks I can do now. So I decided to do a pork butt. And this process all started last night at about 11 o'clock as far as my rubs go and what I wanted to achieve. So pellet grill pork butts. A lot of people think you can't get a good bark or a good smoke ring on a pellet grill. I can tell you, you can. So today, I'm doing probably a 12 to 14 hour cook, low and slow. It's the way to go. At about 8 hours, I'm going to ramp it up to about 225. So by then the fat should be rendered in the pork butt. I'm going to turn it up, just to kind of push it along to get it up to 190. I'm going to pull it, I'm going to let it set for about 15 minutes to a half hour, and then we're going to dig in, make some pulled pork. I got some homemade coleslaw I'm going to do. So I'm really excited. So the flavor infusion, tossing up, do I want to do, classic barbecue, or do I want to do something that's going to, bring a lot of flavor? So I'm going for the flavor. So what I did is, again, last night, about 11 o'clock, I started this whole process with the rubs. So on the butt itself, I used Killer Hogs AP, which is salt, pepper, garlic. Gave it a nice dose of it. What you want to do is you want that meat to sweat. You want all that moisture to come up that's in the pork butt. And then you can go and you can add your rubs. Now again, you can use any rub you want, depending on the profile that you want. So the flavor I'm going with is I want to get that honey crisp apple flavor. So I got a Heath Riles honey rub. I use that as the first layer. Again, you could put as heavy as you want or as light as you want. I kind of went on the heavy side. So that's the first rub I put on, and then I went and applied the Heath Riles apple rub. My favorite rub right here. It's sweet, it's savory. It's good on ribs, it's good on pork butts. This is my 3rd bottle that I'm on. I gotta place another order, but this is awesome. So I got that on, and I let it set out probably about half hour, an hour. Letting that moisture really soak in, make sure it's doing its thing. And it was getting a nice mahogany color, which is what you're looking for, which is, what you want. So I put it in the fridge, and I let it set in the fridge for about 5 hours. Got up this morning, and it was just a beautiful pork butt. Just the smell was intense. You could smell the sweetness. So I got up 5 o'clock. I went ahead and got the smoker fired up. Now again, I had the smoker ready yesterday with the pellets that I was going to use. Had it all set up and ready to go. So I got up, fired it up, let it run for a half hour, and then the pork butt, she went in, and she's been going ever since. So again, this is going to be about a 12 to 14 hour cook. At about 8 hours, which puts me at about 3:30, I'm going to go ahead and put the temperature up to 225, and I'm going to finish it until it hits 190. So this will probably, it's going to take all day. I'm not going to spritz. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I want to get a nice bark. Um, and then, again, we'll crank it up. And then at the end of the process, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the foil pan, and I'm just going to let it rest. What that's going to do is going to allow the juices that are inside the pork butt to actually flow out into the pan. You go and shred it. I'll put a little bit of apple juice in as well, just to keep that apple flavor going. Also, I'm going to do a homemade apple BBQ sauce, which again, you just take apple jelly, a little bit of water, you heat it up, and then you add, a plain, not a flavored, but a plain barbecue sauce to it. Just that added extra apple flavor. Now, since I'm doing pulled pork, that'll actually be what goes on the, you drizzle it on the pulled pork when it goes on your bun. So I'm excited. My first long cook of the season, and she looks good. As you can see, the smoke is really going crazy. But to kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like right now, there she is. One beautiful pork butt. So she's starting to look good already. So that's it for this week's recipe anyway. Pork butt's easy to cook, it's very forgiving. You could do it any way you want with any rub. It just depends on your flavor, what you're trying to do. Again, this is something we do all the time. I do a lot of pork butts during the course of the summer, and I try to do each one different. So we try to bunch of different flavors. So this is a new flavor for me, just doing some infusions. So I know it's going to turn out good either way. That's one thing about smoking, is you can look at different websites, get some recipes, and tweak them a little bit to what you want, what you're trying to do, and it makes it your own. But if you looking for some of the rubs that I've got, howtobarbecue.com. They also have an app that's free to download on your Android or Apple devices. Got a lot of good recipes. You can get their products there as well. Heath Riles Barbecue. His website's awesome. That's where I get a lot of the rubs. If you're looking for some recipes, Shooting the Q from Heath Riles. It's a good place to start. He also has recipes listed on his website as well. Guys, check them out. These are two by far my favorite pitmasters. Good products. They both have the flavor profile that fits my family. And I've been happy ever since I've started the whole smoking venture last year. So guys, check them out. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. I'd like to give a shout out to Heath Riles. I'd like to give a shout out to Malcolm Reed, Killer Hogs, and How to Barbecue Right. So basically teaching me how to do this, buy their podcasts, buy their videos, buy their products. It's made deliciousness into my household that much better. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Smoke on, be happy, be safe, be kind to each other. Have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to you later.